my viewers. You're welcome to Frank Nutri Facts YouTube channel where we discuss only about healthy lifestyles. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about health benefits of eating garden egg. Before we continue, I want to give a big shout out to all the daddies on this platform. Today is Father's Day. So we're celebrating all the fathers in the whole world, and particularly the fathers on this platform. So garden egg is a vegetable that is known by everyone in this country. I mean Nigeria. Garden egg is known by all tribes, particularly Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa tribe, and some other tribes as well. So garden egg in those days used to be the cola that parents do present to their visitors. But in this our present day, we rather give fast food, snacks and the rest of them. And this has continued to the extent that even our children that were giving birth in this present day generation, some of them do not know what garden egg is, and those of them that do know what garden egg is don't even know the health benefits of eating garden egg, and as such you find out that they don't prefer eating it. They rather prefer taking ice cream and other snacks. Now even the people that know the benefit, because of maybe where they find themselves, because they do not attach importance to it, you see that they don't eat it. A whole lot of people go for a whole year and they don't eat garden egg, which is very, very bad. There are so many health benefits that you can get from eating garden egg, and that is what this episode is all about, to let you know, in case you have forgotten or you are not even aware of these benefits. I am here to let you know all the benefits. So before I continue, I would like you to please like this video, share it for others to watch, as well as subscribe to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, because you guys are the reason why I'm making so much effort. So without further ado, let's get started. Garden egg, I will call it a vegetable rather than a fruit because it grows in a flowering plant and it contains seed. So for me, I classify it as a vegetable rather than a fruit that some people call it. If you want to lose weight or you want to maintain your weight, garden egg is certainly a good option for you to use. Number one benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps you to lose some weight or helps you to maintain your weight. That is, if you are satisfied with the way you are. Now what happens is that garden egg is rich in fiber amongst other nutrients, which I'll be talking in the course of this. Now, garden egg, when eating, because it has enough fiber, it makes you to feel fuller on time. So you find that you will not eat much of it. And then apart from that, because the quantity you are even going to eat has little or no protein and carbohydrates, and already you are full, this reduces your craving for food. And then remember, when you eat protein and carbohydrate, their end product is they give you energy, and then the remaining which the body does not need at that point in time are being stored as fat, and this is what over time makes you to grow fat. Now garden egg does not have either of this or little of it, so there is no fat to add to the one you have in your body. Now when you keep eating it, particularly if you want to lose weight and you make it major meal, when I mean by major meal, maybe you take it as your afternoon food and your night food and all of that. What it means is that over time, you will no longer accumulate fat in your body. And remember, your body needs energy to do its daily activities. So the body will now go back to the fat in the body and start breaking it down and start converting them to glucose, so that you have energy to carry out your daily activities. Meanwhile, you are eating, but just like eating vegetable. So instead of you eating carbohydrates, proteins that will give fresh, that will accumulate fat, now the body is now breaking down the fat that is already stored in the body. So this is how it works. So the more of garden egg you eat, the more you don't bring in more fat into your body, and then the body has no other option to start breaking the fat that's already stored in the body, and this is what helps in losing weight. Now if you really want to maintain your weight, like in my own situation, I'll just tell you what I do. I don't know what others do, so it's for you to read and know what others do. For me, what I do is that I like taking garden egg in the evening. Sometimes I do take it at work, but the challenge I have is most times I don't even have time to eat. By the time I'm done with seeing patients and all of that, I don't even have time. And of course, sometimes I feel like I'm dirty to start handling some of those things, so I'll bring them back home. So the best time I usually eat it is in the evening. Once I come back, I'll just wash and eat it. Sometimes, to tell you the truth, I usually eat it alongside with granola, just a handful of granola, just to make it more interesting. Now, when you eat it, by the time I have eaten like 5 or 6 pieces, I'm already full, and that is what will be in my tummy all through the night. And then the next day I will resume eating normal food again. Now, throughout the night, let's say I ate it by 6, and then all through the night, from 6 in the evening to 6 the following morning, is already 12 hours, okay? And then I don't usually eat by 6, so my breakfast is usually by 8. That means 14 hours is what I have achieved not eating anything. Remember, because of the high fiber content of garden egg, it helps in easy digestion. So what it means is that within 2 hours you've eaten carbohydrate, before you know it, it has digested and your body is free and no extra fat is accumulated. So you're not giving your heart work, you're not stressing any part of your body, you understand? And you know, nighttime is the time when we don't usually do much of activities, and that is why most times the food that accumulates as fat and make us to put on weight are the food that we eat in the night. So if you really want to lose your weight or you want to maintain your weight, you have to monitor the kind of food you eat in the night. Do you understand? So for me, when I eat garden egg and I stay 14 hours before eating the next meal, come on, what are we talking about? My body has been empty like that. It helps the body to function well. It will make you not to add more weight. So this is all I have to say about losing weight when you eat garden egg. Now, before I continue with the second benefit, I want to tell you that I'm not a nutrition expert, neither am I a dietitian and all of that. Everything I am giving you, every information that I'm providing here is based on what I have read and have practiced on my own and have seen it work. If you have watched my introduction, I told you when I was starting that I had health issues. After I had my last baby, I started having high blood pressure, I was having palpitations and so many things. In fact, my cardiovascular system was not in order. If you eat this food, you're in trouble. If you don't eat, you're in trouble. So many things were going on in my life, and I had to, on my own, start finding out ways to solve some of these issues. I was taking my drugs, but then I was also trying to find out, because sometimes I would still take the drug and then I would still eat food and there were no improvement. I was so frustrated, but immediately I started paying attention to the kind of food I eat. Instantly, I began to notice improvements on my cardiovascular health system. So that is one of the things that I started adopting that turned my cardiovascular health around, and that is it. So I'm not telling you I did a research or I did this. These are all that I've read and I'm sharing with you. So you may have to read, research on your own, study and get more facts and add it to what I am saying here. And again, if you have additional things to contribute to what I have said so far, please drop it on the comment section so that I will see it and others will see it and benefit from that. So let's continue. Another benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to promote heart health. Now, if you have high blood pressure or other cardiac related problems, I want to encourage you to start eating garden egg. The reason is because, like I've said earlier, garden egg is rich in fiber, it is rich in potassium, vitamin B1 and vitamin B6, as well as bioflavonoids. Now, we know that the high content fiber we have in garden egg helps to reduce cholesterol. When I mean cholesterol, I mean the bad cholesterol, the LDL, and as well as promote the good cholesterol, which is the LDL. And you know, too much cholesterol in the cardiovascular system affects the health of the heart. And again, the potassium content that we find in garden egg helps to reduce strain in the cardiovascular system by putting a check on the blood pressure. So that is to say that potassium helps to regulate the blood pressure, okay? And then vitamin B1 and vitamin B6 also helps in the optimal function of the heart generally. So you find out that if you're having heart problem or you just do not want to have such issue, then start considering eating garden egg. Remember that one of the disadvantages of putting on weight like that without checking it is that you may be obese, and one of the problems that obese people do have is cardiac problems. So eating garden egg helps you to lose those weight as well as help to regulate your heart to function optimally. So if you want to ensure that you don't have heart attack, strokes, and some other heart related condition, then I encourage you to start eating more of garden egg. Another health benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to promote good digestion. This is because garden egg contains high content of fiber and water, and this helps to improve the bowel movement. It encourages faster or quicker digestion, thereby encouraging good metabolism of the body. Another benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to strengthen and promote our bone health. Garden egg is rich in so many minerals like folate, iron, copper, manganese, magnesium, calcium, vitamin C, amongst others. And this helps to reduce bone degradation, osteoporosis, and other bone related problems. And some of these bone related problems, some start early in life while some begin to manifest as one ages. So if you are getting older, I think you should start dropping some eating habits and embrace good eating habits such as eating garden egg. Another health benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to reduce skin cancer amongst other cancers. Garden egg peel contains a certain anti-cancer agent which they call Solazine rhamnoxia. This extract has been known to effectively hinder the skin from getting cancer. So if you have some of these aunties that have rubbed bleaching cream and their skin now has so many patches, so many colors, and it's as if they are having skin cancer. You know, there are people when you see them, Jesus, you pity them because of the way their skins are looking. Then I think you should encourage such people to start using garden egg peel on their skin. My next video will be to show us how to get this peel out and how to make it in such a way that one can apply it on the skin in order to avoid or prevent skin cancer. Eating garden egg again also helps to prevent other cancers such as pancreatic cancer, stomach cancer, colorectal cancer, and some other cancers. So eating garden egg does not just take care of skin cancer. These other cancers I've mentioned are also preventable by eating. If you have the history of cancer in your family, your mother, your father, or any member of your family at one point in time or the other had cancer, my dear, check very well and begin to eat garden egg on time. Not when the cancer has manifested, you will not start eating garden egg. Start today. You are no longer exonerated after watching this video. Start today to eat garden egg, at least in the evening or any other time that is convenient for you. Eat it with the intention to prevent some of these health conditions that I've mentioned. Other cancer-related problems that garden egg can help to prevent is bladder cancer, cervical cancer, and breast cancer. Another health benefit of eating garden egg is that garden egg helps to prevent anemia. Anemia is a health condition where there is reduced red blood cells which is needed to transport oxygen to all the body tissues. And this often happens when there is reduced iron, copper, or vitamins in the body. Now, garden egg contains these minerals that I've mentioned: iron, copper, and vitamins. So by taking garden egg, by eating garden egg, you stimulate the production of red blood cells. And now people with anemia, you hear them complain symptoms like headache, fatigue or weakness, and then loss of concentration. Some of them even have depression. So if you notice that your child is having anemia, then you have to try to give the child garden egg. And you yourself, every day you are going to work and eating meat pie, drinking coke and all of that. Even the soup you are eating is this well with that soup. Why not try from time to time to eat garden egg? In my house, because of the children, of course, we eat healthily in this house, but from time to time, I try to make garden egg juice. I force the children to take it, and not just the children, even myself, everybody in the house partake of this garden egg juice. So these are little things you can eat. They don't really cost much. So I encourage every one of us to eat garden egg. Another benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to control blood sugar level. And that is why doctors usually advise their patients that are diabetic to eat garden egg often. So by eating garden egg all the time, garden egg reduces sugar absorption and increases insulin secretion, and this helps to maintain the blood sugar level and stop unnecessary spike in sugar level. This is why it is advised. So if you are diabetic, if you don't even need to wait till you have diabetes, if you have that trace in the family, if you have family history of diabetes, my dear, start eating garden egg as much as you can. Another benefit of eating garden egg is that garden egg helps to promote the functions of the brain. This is because garden egg contains potassium, like I have said, and potassium helps to regulate blood pressure and ensures that enough blood is supplied to the brain, which helps to maintain cognitive ability and also prevent free radicals that may affect the brain from functioning optimally. This also helps to improve emotional stability. Another health benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to prevent some birth defects like spinal bifida, which is a neural tooth problem that is usually seen in newly born baby. I remember those days when we are pregnant, pregnant people were always encouraged to take folic acid, B complex, and some other drugs like that. How I wish I knew that garden egg has so much of this benefit, because I can't remember eating garden egg. Of course, when you're pregnant, most times your appetite changes. There are some things that you no longer like. I believe I never ate garden egg, but how I wish I had this idea, I would have eaten garden egg so much, because I never liked taking drugs. In fact, I can count number of times I took all those antenatal drugs. I wasn't taking them. I just wanted to eat my food. But having some of this knowledge helps you. Assuming I knew that garden egg has so much of folic acid, I can be eating garden egg even though I wasn't taking the drugs. I can be eating the garden egg, at least I know I'll be deriving the folic acid from that garden egg. So it is very, very important that pregnant women try to take garden egg so that they can get some of these minerals that will help to prevent birth defects in the baby they are going to give birth to. Another health benefit of eating garden egg is that it helps to promote fertility. Research has shown that garden egg has vitamin B complex, and this vitamin B complex helps to promote fertility. So whether you are a man or a woman, it's very, very good you take it. You are just a newly married couple, two of you should try to be eating garden egg so it can help you with conception and all of that. I've heard a story that somebody says that he was eating garden egg, and before he knows it, the sperm count started coming up. I think the person was having low sperm count, and then after taking garden egg for quite some time and then went for tests, the sperm count increases. So these are the benefits of eating garden egg. There are so many ways to prepare garden egg. You may decide to eat it raw and fresh. Most times that is how I eat garden egg. Just buy it as fresh as it is, wash it very well, wash it with salt, and then rinse it again to make sure that all the salts are out. It's just to keep it sterile and clean, and then you eat it. Sometimes if you want to make it more interesting, you can just add a pinch of granola to it and eat it. Then sometimes you can also cook it. Most people cook their garden egg. I don't know how that process is done. I'll still look at it, but it's still okay. That is how you can be able to eat it. But while you are cooking it, make sure you don't cook it so much so that you don't kill all the nutrients that the garden egg will likely give you. will likely give you. For some people, they use it to make what we call African salad. Those days in the village, that is how we used to eat it. It will be diced, and then it will be eaten alongside with sliced cassava. That's what we call abacha. That's what we call it. So there are different ways that you can prepare it. If you think eating it raw is very, very difficult for you, then you can find out modalities in which you can prepare it and eat it. However way you eat it, the most important thing is that you're eating garden egg and you are getting all the necessary nutrients that it has to offer. So I hope with all that I've said so far concerning the health benefits of garden egg, you will start to eat it. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye.